How can you attract the perfect mate for you? What is the perfect mate for you? Is it a concept that you created based on what you saw was a successful relationship growing up? If you saw your parents, you thought, oh, that's normal. It's normal for people to do these sort of things. And then you end up in relationships that are exactly like the relationship that your parents have. If you had an verbally abusive mother, then you wind up dating somebody who's verbally abusive. If you have a father who was absent, then you wind up dating someone who had an absent father. It's an energetic exchange, and you attract what you are based on your version of love that you experienced as a child. The universe delivers you the type of love that you are. And in this video, I'm going to share how to change the idea of what love is so that you can attract the best person for you that is not a trauma-bound love, but more of an unconditional love. My name is Brian. I'm a modern day mystic. And what that means is that I apply spiritual principles and concepts to everyday life on earth to help us to raise our consciousness and to help find more satisfaction with our lives. Today's video is about attraction. How do you manifest love? You have to find the love that you have for yourself first in order to attract the type of love that you believe that you deserve. If you think about a lion and imagine that you are a lion and you're on the hunt, you have the thrill of the chase. And this is similar to how it is when you first start dating. You get this really warm feeling. You're really excited to go and talk to this person. You've been pursuing this particular person, and now you're on the hunt. But is that love? Or is that just an attraction? It's not real love. That's you trying to find someone who fits your ideal version of love when you may not be manifesting love from a place of self-love. What that means is that if you can find the love for yourself first, then you will attract somebody who has the same type of love for themselves. The thrill of the chase is intoxicating. The pursuit, the honeymoon stages, but is it real? Is that what real love is? Most likely you know that those type of relationships, they tend to fail after the honeymoon stage. When people start to be real, when you hit the 90-day mark after dating somebody and you start to see all of their little quips, all of their little habits, how they live, what their personal habits are, how their self-care is, you can start to pick those things apart. Now, if you want to attract long-lasting love, you have to know that the lion ultimately goes back to the pride and sits with its family and just is able to be in a state of bliss and being, because finding a mate is different than the thrill of the hunt. So finding self-love is critical. And the way to do that is through spirituality, by rising up, taking all of your energy that sits in your lower three chakras, resolving the traumas that happened to you from previous relationships, from the way that you understood love from your parents or your caregivers, and then taking that, transmuting it and saying, the love that I have for myself is going to return someone who has the same amount of love for themselves. So if you look in the mirror and you don't have self-love, you can't say, I love you to yourself with all of your pieces, all of your parts, then that's the type of person that you're going to attract. So by rising up and bringing your energy up to your heart center, to your heart chakra, that's how you're able to transmute all of those old childhood traumas and find the right person. Now, when you go seeking for something, you're going to find whatever you're looking for. When you are attracting, the universe or God or source is going to deliver you the person that you belong with. In order to do that, you have to do guided meditations. And in order to achieve this raising of your consciousness and bringing your energy up to your heart chakra, you have to find a way to move past the traumas of your childhood and previous relationships to be able to understand who you really are as a person and what you really want. And that involves spending time by yourself. I can share a heart-centered meditation that will help you to identify what type of love language that you have and to make sure that it's a healthy love language. If you want to be in a relationship with somebody who can last the tests of time, you have to know that it is not always lust that drives you. If you're a lion and you're out for the kill, that's lust. That's not love. When that first couple of months fades and the lust is gone, what's left? It's acceptance of that person for who they are, not necessarily what got you excited in the first place. Mistaking the thrill of the chase for love is a major mistake that you can avoid by meditating. People always want better, a better job, a better car, a better gadget, and that's what the hunt is. If you ultimately can decide and find peace and love within yourself, you realize you're already perfect. This love that you have for yourself is the type of love that you will have manifested in your life when you've ascended your chakras. Love is not about the chase. Love is about the connection. And if you don't believe me, then think about the lion and the prey. Ask the prey how it feels when it's being hunted. There are some people who have been married 50 years and are still able to smile at each other, love each other, and be happy. How do you think they did it? Is it through lust? Probably not. What is love? Is it a feeling? Is it something attainable? Is it an image of perfection that you have in your mind? You need to release those ideas of love in order to attract real love, the kind of love that the universe and God has for you. Real love is unconditional and accepting. Just like real love is unconditional, accepting, and honoring another person. And what if honoring means letting go of a person? That's okay too. If there's no love, then you have to do what makes the most amount of sense to you. So is love a feeling or is it an action? Is it an act of lust or is it an act of faith? In my opinion, it's an act of faith. The lust only gets you so far. How did these people stay married for 50 years? Do you think that was a constant thrill? Probably not. There were probably plenty of fights along the way, but ultimately they honor and accept each other with integrity. And that's the type of love that stands the test of time and that you should want to attract in your life to have a healthy relationship. Do you think that those people always remain perfect? Absolutely not. People make mistakes. Part of the human experience is making mistakes, but love is forgiving. Love never makes mistakes. Do you think that people who are in successful relationships have great lust for each other and always desire each other? No, they don't. It's more about that alignment of having love for yourself to be able to respect and honor that person and know that you are going to have ups and downs, but ultimately the companionship is more important. Do you think that love is having what you want? Because what you want has probably been programmed by movies, TV, and the people that raise you. You don't deserve the love that you want. You don't get the love that you want. You get the love that you have for yourself, and that's the love that you deserve. So it's really important for you to find that self-love. And when you find that love, you have to know that it is going to be challenging. You both have to realize that you have to have faith. And even when your faith wanes, there has to be integrity, that you understand that things get difficult. And even though things get difficult, that's when it really counts. That's when you realize that the love that you have for yourself will help pull the relationship back together. And in this relationship, you're stuck with the actions of the other person, and that's okay. Because again, love is so forgiving, and you have to decide what really is love. And the only way to define that is by being able to look in the mirror and say, I love myself wholeheartedly, and I am healthy. I will attract the love that is meant for me. The universe or God will deliver the love that is meant for me, and you don't chase it. You can manifest love by having love for yourself. Do it through guided meditations. Do it through affirmations. And do it by studying relationships and seeing that love is meant for you when you're healthy enough to be able to receive it. Loneliness is a great time for you to discover self-love. And again, guided meditations, breath work, and affirmations are the way to go about it. If you'd like to learn more about how to attract and how to manifest love, then please consider joining my school.com community called Modern Day Mystics. We can help connect you with people who can teach you self-love. I can give you a guided meditation where you can listen to it for 21 days straight, and that will help heal your heart, help you to let go of the idea of love, help you to heal old wounds and traumas to be open to receiving the love that you deserve. Remember, you attract love. You don't chase love. Anything that you're chasing is going to be lust. Anything that you're attracting is going to be meant for you. I hope this message resonates with you, and I hope to see you at our school.com community called Modern Day Mystics. Thanks so much, and have a great day.